Welcome to the EGC Pre-Show. On the first edition of the show, we're going to be breaking down what is EGC, what it stands for, and what's to come. Welcome to the European Gaming Circuit Pre-Show. I'm your host, HMR Flame, and today I'm joined by my longtime duo, you might know him, Tank. And today we're going to be breaking down what is EGC and why have we decided to do it, because a lot of thought's gone into it. And yeah, let's just get into it, and I'm excited. How about you? I'm excited, man. And yeah, so what is EGC? It is a brand new format, sort of competitive style from 2013, I'd say, 14, going back to the good old MLG sort of days. And it is an open format competitive season that's going to run for about 6 to 7, maybe even 8 months of just competitive play, and it's fun. There's going to be open circuit tournaments, which are open events where seeding is going to matter with your points, including a league where you can play, and if you don't make it, well, then you're going home and you're not going to make points. But there's a lot to cover. Dean, what do you think? I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I think it gives an opportunity for those who've never experienced Black Ops 2 to play in a competitive setting. And it's an opportunity for both the casual players and also the grinders, I guess you could probably say, to put the time and effort in and experience something that not had for a long while.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a big reason why I think that we decided to do it. Obviously, when we were sort of youth, we were growing up, we got that brand new, and it was so great. For those that have played during the Black Ops 2 season, I'm sure everyone can relate how fun it really was. The open circuit, constant teams knocking out high-level teams. So we want to bring that back. But let's get into it straight away. Let's talk about some of the features that we actually are offering for the open season, because 7 months is a long time. It's a long time to commit, and you've got to have stuff to play for. So let's break things down, let's really go through this, and let us explain what's going on. So first off, let's talk about our very own seeding point system, series points. Now, this is going to be very important. You know, me and you've talked about this, and this really adds some depth to the players that want to grind for the full 7 months. Every time you enter a league or a tournament, you're going to get series points, which is sort of like pro points from MLG back in the day, and these are going to determine your seed in the next tournament, and finally, the European Championship, the big one. And the top 12 teams across the whole season that have the most points, they all qualify, which is massive, as you know. But it's not over. Pool players back. We're going to have like 4 random spots, right? You got the top 12 teams, they go in, that's all good. But then we've got pool play, right? We've got 4 spots, 1 in each group, and they're going to be decided by an open qualifier. I mean, how much better can you get than old school? Like, tell me. I think that's a good idea. I think everyone's gonna love that.
I agree. I think you never count it out. So even if you're not able to take part in the entire season, you know, obviously we will be covering the format later on. You still have the opportunity to qualify for our championships at the very end, which, you know,
underdog story.
Everyone.
Underdog story. Everyone loves an underdog story. You think about it, right? You don't partake in the whole season, and then you go and win the qualifiers, you get put in one of them groups, you win the whole thing. Everyone loves that. That's what made the greatest comebacks with, like, you know, in the open circuit was great, wasn't it? So that's something that we've talked about and we want to bring back. And obviously, like we were saying, the points will depend on where you place. So if you place first, you get a lot of points. If you finish bottom, you'll get either none or you'll get a little amount, depending on how many teams are in the tournament, of course. But it's something we've talked about a lot and tried to put a lot of thought into to make the point system work out. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I think the series points alone is something to get really excited about, because it's all tracked on your profile on the website, of course. So if you want to go make your own account, it is EuropeanGamingCircuit.com. Make your own profile, you can sign up there, and obviously your series points will be tracked on there live whenever you make them. So it's all good. But tell me, Dean, how many people, be realistic, how many people are going to get excited about them 4 spots that are up for grabs? Because look, we all know what it was like back in the day. Everyone was so excited to get their hands on one of them spots and, you know, play the best teams. What do you think?
I think, well, like I mentioned, for those who aren't able to commit the entire season, that's their opportunity to make that big splash from the underdog spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think
big impact. That's the aim. Exactly. The big impact. Yeah.
Exactly. Just because you don't have the points doesn't necessarily mean that you're not at the level as the ones.
Don't count yourself out. That's it. I mean, if you can't make the tournaments, which we're going to get to in a second with the open tournaments, you know, maybe you miss 5 or 6. That doesn't mean you're out. You've got that qualifier. You can randomly make a run. We've all seen it before. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I think the series points are going to bring something really good to it. All right, so let's break down our full season roadmap. And look, it's extensive, and I love it. A lot of work's gone into this, hasn't it, Dane? So, without further ado, let's break it down. So, to start the season on March 1st, we're going to have the very first season of the EGC League, a 20-team league split into 2 groups of 10, and, well, it's quite different, isn't it, Dean? There's quite a lot gone into this. So, you're going to have 10 teams per group, and the bottom 2 teams of each group will be eliminated bottom turkey. No one wants that. Then, you've got 7th and 8th place. They will actually not make playoffs either, but they will get some series points. So the bottom 2 won't, they'll be eliminated, but 7th and 8th will get a few points, which again could be huge depending on how your season goes. The top 6, however, will go into playoffs, where they will play the other 6 teams from the other group, which will then lead us to having 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners. And then there's the point system coming in play for the top 6 teams of each group. Everyone's going to love the points. Dane, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good way of giving everyone the opportunity. Say you have a slow start to the groups. You know, as long as you make your way into those playoffs, you still have the opportunity to earn more series points and prize pool also.
Always good, always good.
It's going to be a double elimination bracket going into the playoffs. So the top 4 teams in each group will place themselves in the winners bracket against the equivalent from the other group. And 5th and 6th will start in the losers bracket waiting for their opponents to drop down.
Yeah, I think this is a great format. I am really excited. I think with the way that the league is formatted, I think it's going to really show some good entertainment value, especially when people are fighting for them higher end series points, and for those especially at the bottom as well that don't want to get knocked out.
Yeah, and I think with having the league format, it's obviously going to be set out over a number of weeks. It gives teams the opportunity to get that practice in that maybe they didn't necessarily have going into it. The more you play, the more you're going to pick up on things on the other teams that you play and things like that.
Yep, and then that gets us to April, where obviously the league finishes, and then going into May, you have a little bit of a break, and then you've got the first EGC Open event, which is the Spring Open, and we've got 2 of them in May. So I think that's a good break. You get a nice little 2-3 weeks to get yourself prepared, get some scrims off the league, and then you get to go and play the first Open event where you've also got series points on the line. So it's not just 1 or 2 or 3 for that matter. We actually have 8 Open events spanning across the whole 7 months, and I'm excited, man. I think there's going to be loads of big upsets. It's going to be cool. Custom Black Ops 2 games being involved in it. Obviously, we want to play it ourselves. It's going to be so fun. And for those that are curious just what kind of events we have, we've got the Spring Open coming in May, which is 2 Spring Opens, Spring Open 1 and 2. Then we've got 6 Summer Opens spanning from June to August. And then September, the European Gaming Circuit Championship. And that is going to be a blast. I'm so excited to watch that. I want to play it, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. I'm so excited. We're going to have so much on the line. These top 12 teams who have dominated the whole season, and then you've got these bottom 4 random teams coming in to really throw everything everywhere, you know, and maybe cause a huge upset. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Obviously, if you want more information, you can go and head over to the EuropeanGamingCircuit.com website and check out any Open Circuit information there if you are curious and want to get involved. All you got to do, make an account and sign up. It's that simple. So I think it's time we talk about the rule set and obviously the bans, the items that you're allowed, because it's a little bit different, don't you think, Dane?
Yes, we had a look at the rules that were being played when Black Ops 2 was the current Call of Duty, and essentially came to the realization that not everything can stay in if we want to keep it as competitive as possible.
Kind of an understatement when you think of some of the things on that list. Yeah, I mean, we'll start with the map set. We've got the map set right here. So hardpoint, you've got Raid, Standoff, of course, 2 of the GOATs. And then we decided, you know, obviously you've got slums in there as well and Yemen, but we decided let's make the map a little bit bigger. We added Hijack back in, and for those that remember back in the day, Hijack was actually in the rotation at the start. And for those that love that Remington shotgun, I mean, it's there, because that's in there too. We'll get to that. Search and Destroy, Raid, Standoff, Express, Meltdown, Slums, and Aftermath. I know people aren't the biggest fan, but it was in the rotation. It was in the, I think, UMG Chicago and stuff when Nate shot and Nakes pushed and everything and all that happened. That was on that map where they won it on map 5. So yeah, I think having that in as well, it really adds some depth to the pool and allows people to ban and change what they want with the veto system. Capture the flag, 3 of the goats, raid, standoff, and slums. So the maps, I think, good pool. It's got some depth. I think we've brought back some good maps to chuck in there as well, and I think it really adds to the current map pool. Now, the banned items, this is where it gets good, isn't it, Dean? Because we spoke about this. For those that remember Black Ops 2, basically nothing was banned. Sentry guns were allowed on the map. Guardians were allowed. So we have a full list here, and I'm going to break this down. I know you know this, but this took a while, didn't it? We were trying to figure this out, and I'll explain why. We had to make it so it felt like Black Ops 2 in that sort of era, but not stupid, because no one wants to spawn in on raid and get sentry gunned in the mouth. So let's get into it. We'll start with what's allowed. I think it's a good balance. We've got the RCXD, the Lightning Strike, the Hellstorm, the War Machine, Stealth Chopper, and VTOL. Now, for you new gens who are thinking, VTOL? If you're getting a VTOL dropped on your head, you deserve it.
You've probably already lost the map.
Exactly. You deserve it. And I'm sorry, look, War Machine, it's good, but it's not the best. It's not the best.
Flak jacket.
Exactly. So, I think the streaks are good. The list of bans are a lot worse, trust me. There was a lot worse in here. We had Lordstar, Warthog, Death Machine, Escort, Drone, EMP System, Hunter Killer. We've tried to limit it, but keep a bit of freedom in there as well. So those that want to go on big streaks, you can, and none of it's banned. And there is no GAs. There is no GAs. We have made this clear. There is no GA system.
In the rules, it's able to be.
Exactly. And, you know, if anyone decides to make GAs, it's not happening. You do your own thing. You can't penalise the team for wanting to drop a VTOL warship because you were playing like a bun. I'm sorry, it happens. Anyway, banned perks. We've got Hardline and Ghost, obviously 2 of the main ones that were banned back then. Still banned to this day, I'm sorry. Under the banned weapons, basically the overpowered ones that don't need to be there. So the auto snipers, the auto shotguns, the riot shield, the crossbow, ballistic knife, RPGs, and the Chicom SMG because burst fire rapid machine death. Yeah. But we have left in obviously the normal snipers, the DSR, the ballistas, and of course the Remington shotgun, because people don't seem to realise that shotguns are just, they're ass. They're not good. They're really not. Hijacked for that one hill, it's phenomenal. But realistically, it's not that great. So we want people to have fun and, you know, go old school, use a shotgun if you really want to. It'd be fun to watch, especially for us to, you know, play with and have a good laugh with. So I'm excited the fact we've got shotguns in, honestly. Well, one shotgun technically, but all the other ones are banned, of course. Assault shield's banned, all that kind of stuff is gone. Onto the attachments, ACOG, Target Finder, EOTech, Hybrid Optic, Launcher, and of course MMS. Because I don't think that was something that was fair back in the day when they used to track through walls. Basically a heartbeat sensor. So that has gone as well. Onto the wildcards. Only one banned, Overkill. Of course, we don't want people running multiple primary weapons. Lethals, Claymore, Bounce and Betty C4, so you've still got your Semtex. That's all you need, Semtex and a frag grenade really, isn't it? And then obviously your banned tacticals, no shock charges, no attack insertions, and no sensor grenades. Basic.
Standard.
Yeah, and this is what we were saying. We took what was the actual MLG rule set from 2013 and just tweaked it and made it more acceptable with a bit more fun in there. So I think it's a good balance thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, if anyone has any feedback to give us in terms of that, you know, you can obviously contact us via the board of the website. But I think as a starting point, I think we've got a relatively balanced.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. I think it really opens up that door to having that old school feel, but keeping it, you know, not stupid. It keeps that good balance. So, yeah, I think we've got a good little rule set going on here. Obviously, things can change if things go out of hand, but quite frankly, with obviously the experience we have with competing and Black Ops 2 itself, I think it's good. I think we'll be good for that, and obviously we hope you guys enjoy it. Let's talk about the platforms, Dean. It's not going to be PC, which is a massive relief to me. I'm sure you as well, and most of you at home. It's going to be Xbox only, and it's not just Series S, and it's not just Series X, is it, Dean? It's going to be Xbox One, 360, and the S and X combo. And the reason for that, I mean, who doesn't love 360 first off? But the good old days, simple, plug and play, no PC stuff, no 1,000 settings, no FOV sliders, nothing. It's just raw, you get on, you play, it's that simple. And it limits the cheating as much as we physically can, of course. And I'm excited, man, massively. The EGC thing that when we first pitched the idea was console only, but then we were like, wait, backwards compatibility. Let's just do the whole 9 yards of all Xbox consoles. So that's where we're at today. But let's go and talk about why is open circuit so important and why we've decided to do it. Tell me, Dean, what is a true open circuit?
It's that's kind of in the title, really. It's open. So, as a reference point, as of right now, you have the Call of Duty League. That's not open. That's closed. And for those of you who remember what an open circuit, open tournaments are like, having those surprise factors coming in where you just have teams coming out of nowhere adds so much to different events.
Just entertainment alone it's huge. I mean, how many times when we were growing up would you watch even massive Optic fans, a pair of us, and they get eliminated by someone and you're like, who is that? Never seen them before in my life. And it adds something to it, but it also, that feeling of going through the open bracket as a team that's never been heard of and you knock out a big team, you know? So I think that's something that it's so missed, you know, and that's part of the big reason, obviously, why we've decided to bring this to life, you know? I don't know, I think a lot of people don't understand what it was like because they were, I mean, obviously most people now are only in the last, 7-8 years, don't really understand what it was like as such, but, you know, break it down for them, Dean. Tell them, what can they expect going into this open circuit? Like, what, you know, obviously we've explained that it's going to be cool having that whole open circuit thing, but what else can they expect from it?
Well, essentially, I guess it's like a plug-and-play system, really. Like I mentioned previously, you don't have to take part in every single event. You know, it's not, you don't get penalized for missing out on, you know, on the league or a tournament. You can come back next week, you know, whatever, and you know, have the same opportunity as every other team that was there the week prior. And yeah, I guess it's open, like I said, it's mentioned previously as well, it's open to both casual players and the seasoned competitive. It gives everybody the chance to play, even if it's just for a round or two, if you're playing for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Or if you're actually looking to take away the prizes.
Yeah, I think that's just the beauty of it as well. Obviously, as you're all aware, the opportunities just aren't there anymore, you know? And I think that's a big reason that pushed us to make this league and this season as professional and as good quality as we can, because obviously when we were growing up playing it, and those that remember it, it was so fun. That was the key, it was fun. And everyone had an opportunity every given day, every week. There was so many events to look forward to. And look, we've even spoke, I mean, obviously we can't reveal much about it if it is going to happen or not. It's probably not right now, but we've even had the conversation of LAN events, you know. There's so many possibilities that we want to explore, and we decided, let's just make it completely like it was in 2013, 2014, when, in my opinion, it was at its best, and let's just see where we can go with it. So there's a lot coming. There is, you know, we've got a lot in the tank. So this obviously being the first pre-show, we're going to have many pre-shows, which are going to happen could be 2 weeks or a month. We're not sure yet. We're working on dates, but it'll be before each tournament or before the league. Breaking it down, we're going to have all the players from all the teams breaking it down, interviews, all sorts. It's going to be the whole 9 yards, and I'm excited again. I'm so excited. I'm so gassed for it, man. It's got so much thought gone into it that it's just now execution, and I think we got it. I'm pretty confident, you know. But yeah, is there anything else I think we need to cover? I don't think so. I
guess really all I have to kind of say is if this is something that you think you're interested in, if you have any questions, you know, we can be reached by the website as mentioned, or our Discord if you have any questions. And even if you're not 100% sure, sign up, you know, get your team of 4, sign up, and then you know see where you go from there, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of them things where the whole reason we've done it is community. It's community driven. So if you guys don't take that risk to sign up, even if you don't have the players, we have got the option on the website. You can go sign up for the league or tournament. As long as you have one gamer tag in there and just put NA for the others, you can get your team. It's fine. We're working on the rules for how long you have until you've got to have a team of 4, which is probably like 2 or 3 days or a day before the event. So you've got time, but it's that matters. Getting them sign-ups, you know, to make this thing run. And yeah, if you guys do that, it is limitless. It really is. You know, we've got so many more things we can pursue down the line, and it just comes down to community, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. At the end of the day, this isn't just for us; it's for everyone. So, you know,
we don't get paid for this, by the way. You know, we don't get paid for this, do we?
No.
This is, like everything's for money these days. We do it purely for fun, and we just thought a lot of people didn't get to grow up with this or get to experience it. So, at our expense and whatnot, we want to try and put something on that's worth it, you know. And hopefully, you guys are excited just like we are and want to get involved with it. And there's so much more, like I said, to come, but it all revolves around you guys signing up on the stuff. But I think that's everything for today, the very first pre-show. And I hope it was very informational. I hope you guys enjoyed the show as well. Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitch and on YouTube. If you haven't, all the links and everything is all over the website, so make sure you go and do that. And yeah, make sure you stay posted. Join our Discord, of course, so updates, anything else. And from me and from, obviously, from Tank, we appreciate your time, and we'll catch you in the next pre-show.
For watching.